you guys like this new look? It's just a blazer. It was already on the chair, and I had nothing else to wear. So I'm just like, you know what? I think just blazers, new look. I like it. Oh yes. You like that? You like that, Daddy? You like it? Ooh. Ooh. Anyway, guys, hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Rough on Uncut, a behind-the-scenes take look podcast on everyday life. Now, guys, I know I've been away for a while. I haven't been able to actually update this. It's also why I never put this on Apple iTunes or any streaming service, just because I'm not consistent. You know this. We know this. We're friends. Yeah, for a lot of reasons. Mostly because, like, I did have a period. I'm just gonna flat out say it. I did have a period of depression. Because things weren't working out for me in general. Just like things were tribulating. I like that word, tribulating, in my love life. Things were tribulating financially. That was bad, so I really had to overdo it with work. So I had to focus on my full-time job, my freelance work, all the other shit I do, because I'm just that bitch, and I gotta keep busy. Gotta keep doing things. So unfortunately, the thing that had to take a backseat is this channel. My primary channel, my main channel, my sketches, everything. I had to stop all that in order to actually, keep up with, my life. And also I've been trying to be, like, a little bit more social, been making time for my friends. In fact, I hung out with my friends before, and they were just like, oh yeah, we haven't seen you in a while. I was like, it's only been like a month. They're just like, no, Andrew, we haven't seen you this entire summer. And I'm just like, oh, it's been 3 months. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm back to keep in touch. Also, I have a niece daughter who I love so much, and I put before everything else. They're just like, that's me. Family comes first. So all my free time has been towards there. But anyway, guys, I'm back for now. And today I want to talk about something that is relevant to a lot of what I just said, and that is moving on. Moving on and letting go. And if you know me, which you don't, but hey, what's up, Andrew? Hi, how you doing? Welcome. Moving on and letting go are two things I am terrible at. Now when it comes to a job. When it comes to a job, I instantly am just like, alright, this isn't working out for me. I'm gone. You're not meeting my demands. Bye. I'm just like, you're just a dick. I'm not working for you. I'm leaving. That's fine. But when it comes to people and experiences and life, I struggle the most with actually, like, moving on and actually just, like, letting go of those people. And just, like, I always see the good in everybody. So even if, like, somebody mistreats me, which happened, recently-ish, it's been ongoing, but, I was finally just like, you know what, it's not working out. It happens to me because I see the good in everybody. So, like, I always I always see the good. So I always, like, believe that there's good in there and everyone can change. And that there is potential for everybody, and you can't give up on a person. And I realize that sometimes, like, if a person is just, like, constantly making bad decisions and constantly just doing bad things and not helping themselves, you can't do that much for them. You can put, your arm out there, you could reach out, you could try, you could really put the effort to try to help them, but in the end, if they're not helping themselves, or they're not changing for themselves, you can only do so much. Like, so, like, I was in love. Like, I was in love. The last person I was in love with, it lasted so, like, my feelings for them, even after, like, we were over, lasted so long. I was just completely just, like, in love with them, just because, like, they were the perfect guy for me. Just, like, everything, just, like, I was just like, whoa, this is the person. I'm gonna marry this person. Like, I didn't, like, before that, like, I didn't really, like, care about, like, marriage and all the other things. Just, like, raising a family, I didn't really, like, see me doing it, like, so close in my future. And with him, I was just like, knock me up, please. Put a baby in me. I need it. But things change. It's like, sometimes when you meet, like, a specific person, like, your wants and desires just change. And that's what happened with him. But when we were over, he took advantage of my feelings for him because, like, I had these strong feelings and he just didn't feel the same way, so he took advantage of that in order to, like, get the things he wanted from me or, like, do the things to me that he wanted. And I would just go through with it because I'm just like, he's a good person, like, he loves me, he cares about me. But really, he didn't. No. Or even if he did care about me, which I feel like he did, he didn't want to. And that's not something you can change in a person. You can't change someone's feelings towards you or what they want or what their desire is. So that's when you have to learn to let go. Like, even if a person like feels like the right person, it feels like, they're like the one, and even if you never believed in the one and then you met them, you're just like, you know what, yes I do now, this is my soulmate. If they're not putting the effort to change themselves, even if, especially if they're like struggling with like addiction or the drugs, or struggling with like mental health, or just like struggling with just a lot of things that like is self-inflicted, or something that like really is that's like damaging to themselves, you can only do so much to like help them and support them, but you can't carry them. Like, you can always be like a supporting beam for them. You can be like a means to like talk and discuss and work on ways to improve, but you can't do everything for them. You can't just pick them up and carry them through the fire. It's like, no, if they're just like planting their feet and not moving, you gotta let them burn, girl. You can't do it. It's damaging to you and damaging to yourself, because what I do a lot is I put everyone else before myself. And that's what I struggle with a lot. It's just like trying to balance just like me and put me first, and actually like make myself a primary part of my own life. Like, I when I like have feelings for someone, or like I care about someone, like, even, or if they're like really close to me, I developed this like fear of losing that person, losing that feeling I have for them, or just like losing their feelings for me. So I just do everything I can to like keep them in my life. Like, I used to do that with my my best friend of 13 years. Just like when we were first like hanging out and everything, I was just like completely smitten by this person. I'm just like, I need this person in my life constantly. So I was even like annoyingly trying to keep them in my life, especially like if I ever upset them. Now I'm just like, oh no, this hoe again. And just because I know there's someone that just, they're going to be part of my life forever and they're not going anywhere. So I don't have to put in that extra effort, and I don't feel like I will ever lose that person. And that's what I did with my my last relationship. Like, I put them first and put so much on them and emphasis on them for so long, I lost touch with like what I wanted, my wants, my desires, who I am. And I constantly do that, and that's something I get from my family. My mom does this too. Like, just like, she put her chillins before everybody else. Just like, she like invested so much money. She like money that she didn't have. She just like she brought Peter to pay Paul. I don't know any of them bitches, but she did it. Just like help people go by, and just like it made her kind of like a doormat sometimes for that's just like people take advantage of her, just because like she's just a generally nice person and so sweet and so caring, and I love that lady. But I get it's her worst trait, and I get it, her trait, and I'm just like, we gotta put ourselves first, girl. We just can't do it no more, and it's hard. And also moving on from like experiences, like even like you had like this good moment in your life. You know how like you go back to your hometown after you ran away, because that's just, I'm assuming you're one of the homosex, and you're just like, I gotta get out of this town. I gotta go. You go to the big city, and then you look back, and you're just like, I don't want to go there. Meanwhile, when you actually do have to go back, because, just like it's Thanksgiving, or you have to like, get some groceries, everyone's still caught up in like that high school bullshit where just everybody's just like, oh my god, remember high school? Remember when Brad Stevenson and Samantha Smith were just like doing it under the bleachers? Oh my god, remember when like we smoked a cigarette in the bathroom? Oh my god. Like, everyone would always like bring up all these things from high school, but I'm just like, girl, that was 10 years ago. That was 15 years ago. You gotta let it go. It's not happening anymore. You can't relive those experiences. They happened. They happened. There were good memories, and there'll always be good memories. But you can't really live like that. Like, that's still your life. And that's why people sometimes just don't grow, and people don't really develop, because it's like, they feel like they got everything figured out. They feel like, things are the same as they always have been. But things constantly change. And that's the beautiful thing about being human and being alive, is just that things change. Everything changes. Like, I'm not the same person I was. Even if I have the same annoying traits, even if I can't stop talking, even if I say random parodies or random nonsense that nobody cares about, I'm just like, even though like these are like very attribute traits to myself, I am not the same as I was in the past. I'm not the same how I was last year. Like, there's so many things about you that is so different, even if you feel like, you're not making any progression in your life, and you feel like, things aren't going your way, you've changed so much by just like being you and just trying to grow and moving past experiences. But if you stay in the past, keep trying to relive those experiences over and over again. Like, let's say you had a good moment in the past with like a relationship, and you're just like, ooh, I just want that feeling all over again. The feeling of his body on me. The feeling of his lips touching me. Oh, the feeling of his giant drip. If you keep feeling and just like wanting that feeling constantly, it's going to ruin your potential relationships in the future. And it's going to ruin just like your potential connections in the future, just like on an everyday basis. Like, that's something that I realized about me. Like, I was like completely obsessed with this guy for the longest time. And I was so obsessed, like, even when I was like trying to move on, going on dates, like, I was just like trying to basically project my feelings for him onto other people, or project those experiences onto other people. And it just didn't work, because those different people are different experiences. You can't just like project how you feel onto them. You gotta let go and just like remember what happened in the past. Remember those feelings. Put them in a box, and you gotta keep going. You gotta keep moving forward. And that's something that I learned, because like I was like so just gassed on that whole experience that I had with that guy. I just like want to meet somebody who makes me feel the same way, or makes me feel loved, or just like makes me feel like I'm just like a princess. And it's like after I put those feelings in the box, those feelings I had for him away, I developed new feelings, and there was like more self-independence. Like, I went on a date like not that long ago, like yesterday. And it's like, it's a really cool guy, like a guy like I've talked to like for a while, but never really like, really made like steps towards. And it's like, I talked to him, he was cool and fun hanging out with, really cool. But then just like, because those feelings I had in the past were in a box, I didn't have to project new ones onto him. And it just also made me realize things about myself, which is a very important part about letting go, is that eventually, like, when you let go of things, you learn from your new experiences and who you are now. Like, I learned that by like talking to him. Really cool guy, really like interesting, really fun, a lot of fun stuff. But it's just like I've learned that I'm not a relationship-oriented person at this moment right now. Like, I don't want the feeling of a relationship. I don't want that one person. I don't want to dedicate all my time and effort towards the one person. Those feelings I had before, like, my want for a relationship and just my one desire to, like, be with somebody was for that person I let go. And now that, I let go of those feelings for him, I'm rediscovering myself, and I realized, it's like, what? Right now, I just want to focus on me. And it's like, if, like, some fun comes along, girl, I'll have me some fun. I want to have good experiences. I want to meet people. I want to make connections. But, like, I don't want those same feelings I've had for that person anymore with somebody else. And like it'll happen naturally. Sometimes you meet a person and you're just like, you know what, yeah, I want to be with this person, yeah, I have feelings for this person. They develop over time, so you can't really rush into it. And if it happens on its own, go for it, girl. Get that. Bounce on it. Work it. Ooh, just gotta clap them cheeks. But anyway, but if it happens naturally, that's fine. But you can't really force it. You can't really force anything like that. And if it happens for you, that's great. And if it doesn't happen, that's fine too. You just really have to just rediscover yourself and just like let go of everything that you're holding on to. Like, if you feel like you're holding on to something, and this is how you know. This is how you know if you're holding on to something. If you feel yourself straining and just feel yourself like really trying so hard to like push something, like you're trying to push these past experiences to come up again, or you're trying to push those feelings for that person you had before onto somebody else, or if you're like really trying to like push through like at a previous job and you're just like trying to push through and like recreate those experiences, recreate certain friendships, and recreate certain relationships you had even with family members. If you're trying to recreate those feelings, those exact feelings onto somebody else, that's when you know like you're. And also when you feel like you're trying so hard when, like if you're in a relationship, or if just like, you're seeing someone, or it's like, a friendship, anything, if you feel like you're trying and you feel exhausted from trying, and even if you feel like you're losing your sense of yourself and who you're becoming, that's when you know you have to let go. Because if you keep holding on to those feelings, it's not going to be good. You're not going to grow, and it's going to be damaging because we're humans. We're meant to grow. Everyone's all this like, especially if you're in LA, you're just like, I'm just like young forever. Oh my god, I have these forehead wrinkles. Like every time I show emotion, that's not normal. I have to get those done. I've seen so many Botox bitches just like, oh my god, I have forehead wrinkles. I'm just like, yeah, it's extra skin for you to fucking move your face. I don't know. I mean, if you're into Botox, that's fine. It's not for me. I'm just like, forehead wrinkles, would that happen when you move? It's normal. Normal thing. That's another story. Whatever. We'll talk about me and self-image later. But, my whole point being is just like, we're humans and we're meant to grow. We're meant to age. We're meant to keep going in life. We can't just stay in the same spot forever. And yeah, some people, they move on with their lives by actually physically moving. They go somewhere new. That's what happened to me. Like, I was in my same hometown forever, and I was like still living in my home, and I felt myself I felt too big. I felt like I was this big fish in a small pond. I was overflowing. I was fucking Monstro the Whale, flopping on like in a fucking puddle. I'm just like, I gotta go. And I left and was like, you know what? This was a good decision. This is what I wanted. This is me. Even with my career right now. Like I actually, I was working as a web graphic designer full time. So I make spam email templates, but I actually was recently let go. Whoops, because my company downsized. I was like, I'm out of a job, so more videos coming. But anyway, I'm doing good. We're fine. I'm so poor. But before that, I've been studying because I want to, something I missed from my past that I've learned about myself while working on my current career is that I miss helping people. I miss doing things that provoke change in other people. I miss interacting with people because like when you're sitting in an office, which is what I thought I wanted for the longest time, when you're sitting in an office and just like isolated and alone and just have your coworkers, even if you love your coworkers, which I did, my coworkers were the best, it just felt so isolated, and I felt alone, you know? I felt like I wasn't really doing everything I could, and that's why I really wanted to reach out, and I wanted to go back to my goal of personal training, which is something I always wanted to do, but I never pursued it, and right now I'm studying for a test, and I'm hoping I pass, because I'm a terrible test taker. I second guess everything. But that's something that's a big change for me. And that's something that I knew I wanted to change. And me getting let go from my job, which conveniently, it was in my path of changing my career anyway. So like it kind of worked out for me. I took that as like a big sign. Well, whether you believe in the religions or the universe or whatever, that was really what provoked me to like, you know what, it's time for change. So instead of just like constantly looking for work in like web graphic design, just like, you know, being graphic design or just like photography or everything, which is all stuff I love doing and all freelance, but it's like my main focus right now is like I really want to go back to personal training and my goal for that. And I have to let go of everything in the past, and just like my past experiences, and it's like I'm basically starting all over, and starting all over is fucking terrifying. It is when you don't know what you're doing, and it's something completely new. Even if you're sort of familiar with it, it's totally different. But when you make that step and that transition, and actually you go for the thing that you want the most, it's scary, but it's exciting, and it's like one of the first times in my life like I felt very excited for like the next step in my life. I haven't felt like this in years, and I can't wait. And a lot of my past, especially this year was a year of endings for me. Everything I love ended. Game of Thrones ended. I was gonna say Harry Potter. Harry Potter ended years ago. Game of Thrones ended. Kingdom Hearts ended. Star Wars is ending this year. Friggin' things in my personal life have ended. My relationship with this person ended. There's like a lot of things are just ending for me this year. Even just like my house, that's gone completely. So it was like that ended. My car is gone. That's a long story. It's sad. Don't drive in a flood. But a lot of things are ending for me, and a lot of things with those endings come new beginnings, because it's something that you have to do. You have to adjust. You have to change. You have to be willing to change. And it's things that I'm scared and I'm excited for, and I have to really try my best. And that's all anyone can really do. So if you're out there and you feel like you're holding on to like the past, and feel like you're holding on to things that just like you're straining to keep up with, just like here's the thing: if it's something that's supposed to happen or something that feels natural, then it shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to put effort for it. It should just happen naturally, and you should just like be swimming through it. It should be like maybe a little. If it's a relationship, yeah, maybe a little turbulence, but other than that, it's normal. It should just feel natural. It shouldn't feel like you're trying to put an effort, or trying to make things work, or trying to spice things up, or trying really hard. Especially if you feel like you're trying more than like the other person or the other people involved in the situation, or just like you're trying and like the hurdles like to get you towards that goal are just like increasing constantly. Like that's when you have to make a change, and that's when you should know you have to let go, even if it's like onto certain dreams, and you're like really trying to go for something that you really like and something that you really want, and you just like had this in your mind, you had it all set, and just like you really want it, you want it bad, but like you're trying to get for it, try to go for it, trying to like try your hardest to actually like achieve that goal and go over these hurdles, but just like they constantly keep increasing, or just like it's something that just like it's causing you just like very stressful emotional damage, and just like very stressful just like mental damage as well too, then maybe you need to consider just like letting it go if it's not going well. I know everyone's also like just like, and I was even like, chase your dreams, girl. If you want it, you got it. And I know like goals take hard work. Everything takes hard work. But if you feel like you're really just like, if it feels like your soul is diminishing to try to get to this goal, then maybe it's not the thing that you're supposed to do. And I realized that with a lot of things in my life. Like, hell, even with like, with keeping up with YouTube, just like, keeping up with these algorithms. Because I never really cared about being famous on YouTube or any of that bullshit. Because I've been on YouTube for like 10 years. And I never really cared. But there was like a year where I was like, all right, cool, let me actually try it, and I had to like keep up with these algorithms, and keep up with the clientele, and keep up with just, like trying to constantly make videos, where it became not fun anymore. It became something that was like, I felt, it felt like I was draining myself, it felt like I was dying inside. I'm just like, and it was something like I really thought I wanted, but it turns out it wasn't. It always was never something that I wanted, and that's why I'm just like, you know what, let me just upload whenever the fuck I feel like it, because fuck it. And that's a lot of things in my life too. Like I had like a lot of goals that I'm just like, you know what, this isn't for me, even when I thought it was, because I'm different. People are different. People change. No one's ever the same, ever. And you just have to sometimes just let go when you feel like something is just unhealthy for you anymore. Alright, so that's it for this video, because I am very hot. See, I like this blazer because it feels like I'm wearing a robe. It feels nice, but it's like 74 degrees outside, and I'm just like wearing this. It might rain soon, so I'm going to open my windows. I'm going to enjoy the nice, scenic, sensual noises. And maybe drink some tea, watching the rain. God, I'm so poor. Cool. Subscribe to my OnlyFans account, $9.99 a month. You know how many people are just like, oh my god, girl, open an OnlyFans? I'm like, even my mom was just like, you might as well do it. I'm just like, mother. It might happen. Let's be real. It might actually happen. Alright, cool. But if I did, alright, cool. We're going to talk about my OnlyFans. If I did make an OnlyFans account, it wouldn't be my nudes. It would be lewds, if anything. It would just be like, but maybe you'll never see anything in there. You'll never see my genitalia, especially if it's erect. And that's about it. That's all I would be willing to do. Like, I'm not doing videos. I'm not having sex with random people. I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't even charge $9.99 a month, because I feel like that's not fair for people who want that thing Because it's like, you'll be subscribed to like people like Matthew Cant, who's like $10 a month, and he's just like clapping cheeks every 5 minutes. Love that man. He's a very nice guy in real life. Just like, good person. Highly recommend. But, like, if I did it, I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, it'd just be like, you know, do you guys follow, okay, now I'm like talking personally. If you guys follow on Instagram, his name is Killian, love him, absolutely love him, just like, great guy, really sweet guy. I want to, like, photograph him so bad. I have, like, a huge photographer crush on him, like, I want to shoot him, like, so bad. Like, I want to go to Paris and with my camera and be like, do you want to, you know? Just because he's so good at what he does. And it's like, he just has such a good look. Anyway, that's me speaking as a photographer. Like, I get photographer crush on people. I get photographer boners. Like, I see someone, I'm just like, I need to shoot you. Like, male, female, when it comes to photography, I love beautiful people. And if I see your face and I love it, it's just, certain people I'm just like, I need to work with you. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But, like, his OnlyFans account was just him, just, like, you know, old photo shoots that were basically, like, you know, too, I guess, erotic for Instagram, because Instagram's fucking very, very, very sensitive now. But just that, nothing sexual. And I was like, you know what, I would do that, if anything. That might happen. Okay. Maybe my Patreon. Maybe I'll do that on my Patreon. I don't know. Leave a comment below. I just knocked my light over. Leave a comment below on what should I do for my OnlyFans account? What should I do for my Patreon? What would you like to see? Also, I'm not getting naked, so scratch that. Also, just like, what's something in your life that you feel like you have to let go of? And what's something in your life that you want to achieve? And do you feel like you're, like, you know, struggling and being in the same place forever? Or do you feel like, you know, you're actually making moves and actually progressing in your life? And how did you actually accomplish that? I'm asking you, because I love you and I want to touch you. Anyway, my camera's very far away, so I have to get up now. So I'll see you guys later. Stay awesome.